Yeah.
Oh, that one.
Oh, you got it? Okay. There we go.
Hello. Everyone, thank you for being here today. My name is Olivia, and this is Kayla. I would just like to ask each of you how you guys would like to be addressed today.
My name is Annie, and I like to be called Annie.
Okay.
I would be like to call Maddie.
So Annie and Maddie. Alright then. I just want to please allow me to familiarize you guys with this location. I just would like to specify that restrooms are just out the door and then turn to your right. We do have drinking refreshments just around the corner. Once you get out of this room, it's to your left. Just to have a more effective and more respectable environment, I just please ask you guys to turn off all cell phones, or if you need them on for any reason, please put them on silent or vibrate, I ask. Just some questions here. Are you guys, is the seating comfortable today? Okay. Is the lighting here okay? The heat, temperature? Okay. Is there anything else I can do to make this setting more comfortable for you guys today?
Nope.
Very good. All right. Please do tell us or alarm us, one of the mediators, me and Kayla, with any time restraints or limitations you guys have today, such as appointments or like picking up children. I'm just going to dive in and talk about what's the purpose of this mediation today. First and foremost, I just want to emphasize that this is your mediation. And as your mediators, us, we will try to support both of you guys as much as possible. This is where you guys, in this process, you guys are going to share your concerns and issues about the conflict. Mediation is a voluntary and informal process, and it helps you guys to resolve conflict between both parties, which is both of you guys today. I just want to specify that after each party gets a chance to speak, without any interruptions, we will trade a list of interests and issues to create an agenda. This will help lead us into options for resolution for what you will be choosing to be the most appropriate resolution for issues. Okay. And there's some benefits of mediation. Mediation is an efficient process. It saves time, energy, and finances for you. It's an effective process because it's known to improve communication between both of you guys, the parties, as a result as participating in the process and agreeing to a solution that you both create and not us. And the role of mediators, both me and Kayla, we are here to facilitate by help guide you both, the parties, through an open exploration of your interests and options. We are not advocates, attorneys, or judges. We are just the mediators, so we have to remain impartial. We must stay neutral by taking no sides, as we are not supposed to be part of deciding any outcomes. It is not our job to make any decisions, like I said before. You both the parties do, as we are the neutral people who facilitates your conversation. And just from that, like I said before, it is a voluntary nature of process mediation. If you feel like you need to leave at any time in this process, if it's not meeting your needs, please do come to one of the mediators, such as me and Kayla, if you decide to leave. We just want to take note of why you guys are leaving. And just remember and do consider that you have decided to be here today to take a big chunk out of your busy schedules for this mediation. So I encourage you both to at least use this time to search for possible resolution or clarify any issues in the conflict today.
So before we get started here today, I would like to make sure that both of you are comfortable with the process. I will start out with one of you giving your opening statement, and then I will ask the other person to do the same thing. is very important that this time is uninterrupted. After that, me and Olivia will recap your statements, and we'll help the two of you create an agenda on what you would like to talk about. After that, you will have a chance to speak to each other directly and problem solve. After that, we can move on to examining the resolutions, and the goal is to reach an agreement. So if there is an agreement, there will be an agreement contract that will be signed at the conclusion of the mediation by both of you. If there is no agreement, I hope you both will walk away with a better understanding and appreciation of one another. Now, it is required that I keep confidential what happens in the mediation today. So we do ask you to do the same. Is that okay with both of you? Yep. Okay. Okay, sounds good. Also, any notes taken during the session will be shredded at the conclusion of the mediation today. And at some point in the mediation, we may think it's best to hold a caucus, which is an opportunity to speak with each party individually. I will ask one of you to step out of the room, and me and Olivia will have one-on-one time with one of you guys to kind of share with us how you're feeling about the process and what's kind of going on with you. And then we'll ask the same for the other person. And we won't share anything that is revealed in the caucus that you do not want us to. And we ask you both to mediate in good faith. With that being said, are there any ground rules you'd like to set before we get started? No name calling? Okay. Just gonna make a note of that, please. Is there any other ground rules that we'd like to establish today? Okay. Any questions? So now we'll go over the agreement contract that you guys should have gotten prior to this meeting. Did you both have a chance to look over it before coming here today? Mm-hmm. Okay. Great. Any questions about that? I don't. Okay. Sounds good. Well, and that there then. And we'll get started with this process. So,
Alright then, so we are going to start now. Right now we're going to be in the sharing stage. This is where each side is going to share how they're sharing their concerns without anyone interrupting them. Is there anybody who wants to go first?
Okay. I guess I'll go. Alright. Well, my name's Amy, and I have worked for Target for almost 2 years now, and I love working at Target. I am 19 years old, and I am currently enrolled in college at the university that my town is in. I'm trying to work for my bachelor's degree in business, so I can hopefully move up in Target in the company, because I would like to move up and become higher management someday. My older brother, he is dating Maddie, across for almost 3 years now, and they have been dating before I even started working at Target and getting to work with Maddie over the years. Recently, Maddie got a full-time or a position as an assistant manager, and I feel that she has treated me unfairly for the past half year after she got her job as assistant manager. Maddie has confronted me a couple times at work for being late, and she never gives me time to explain why I'm late to work, and I feel that I should be able to explain myself before we do anything else. And the reason that I have been late to work all the time is because my car has been in the shop, and I've had to try and find a ride to work, and sometimes my ride backs out at the last second, and I have to find one literally at the last second, which makes me late to work sometimes. And then there's other times that I don't have excuses. I'll admit that I'm late. I'm just late because I'm late. but mostly it's because of my car. I'm having trouble with that. And I don't understand why Maddie keeps telling me and making me mad about going to work, and how she tells me that she's going to go to the boss about me being late to work, when she is also guilty of being late to work too. She has been late to work a lot too, and I feel like she feels like that she won't get in trouble because she is of higher management, and she can be late to work without getting in trouble, but just because I'm a lower management, she can get me in trouble at work, and I don't feel like that's very fair. And also, since she is dating my brother, she tries to bring my brother into the situation and tries to tell him to tell me to stop being late to work and get there in time and be professional about it and everything. But I just feel like I'm going to be getting in trouble, and I could lose my job at Target because she's going to go to her boss because she's assistant manager, because it's part of her job, that I'm going to be late, even though she's being late as well.
Okay, so I'm just going to go back and just kind of restate what you kind of said to me. So, you worked at Target for 2 years now,
Mm-hmm.
and but you're also currently in school for business. You said that Maddie is dating your older brother?
Yes.
Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
And you also work with Maddie?
Yes,
You
I
work
do.
with Maddie, and Maddie is an assistant manager? where
Yeah,
you work
she
at?
recently got a new position as assistant manager.
Okay, and how I see it is Maddie's been confronting you about how you keep being late, and you haven't had the opportunity to explain why you're late.
Yeah,
to
that's
her.
correct.
Okay, and you do sometimes admit that you do have some days where you are late.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yep.
But you feel like you don't understand why she keeps telling you that why you're constantly late. Is that
Mhm.
okay? And you also don't like how Maddie keeps going to your brother, trying to tell you that you need to stop what you're doing at work, being late and stuff. Is that?
Yes, that's also correct.
Okay. Is there anything you want to add, Karen?
Not, I think we covered most of it.
Okay. All right, is there anything else you want to add, or you feel like I missed or we missed?
I think I said it all.
Right. Yeah, Maddie. Thank you so much, Maddie, for waiting. As usually the hardest to go second. Thank you for being patient. and Maddie, now it's your turn to kind of tell us your concerns.
Okay, so I have been working at Target since I was in high school, senior high school, and now I am 22 years old. I have been working there for 5 years now, and there was a office manager position open, and I thought to myself that I had enough experience to apply for it, so I did, and I did at least 2 interviews with the boss, and the boss congratulated me on the job, and I was excited to start and get more experience to work in the environment. And I know that it wasn't going to be an easy job because there was different expectations for as an assistant manager. But on the other hand, my boyfriend's sister, Annie, works at Target with me. So, but I had a really pretty good relationship with her before.
Okay.
Yes, and then for work, when you're supposed to go to work, you're supposed to need to clock in, and you need to clock in at least 5 minutes before you start your work, and you also need to make sure you're ready for work, and it's important to be on time because we really hate it when we are short of staff, and also beginning of a work, when you start working anywhere, they tell you that if you were sick or have an emergency, or you have an emergency or anything like that, just want to call your boss. and not the phone that you're not coming in. And instead of not showing up. And that's kind of rude. We're not just showing up. And as me, as the assistant manager, one of my new jobs was to make sure employees are checking in on time before their first shift. Past couple weeks, I've noticed that Annie has been making coffee in. The time ranges from 5 minutes to 25 minutes. And I have approached Annie a couple of times to let her know that she needs to start getting to work on time, or everyone has to tell the boss about it. Annie tells me that I'm her brother's girlfriend, so I would never tell on Annie because she doesn't feel it would be risky to herself. And I tried to talk to my boyfriend about Annie trying to get him to talk to his sister about not being late because I don't want to go to the boss and having to risk Annie losing her job or even being in a relationship with me and Annie. So I am worried for Annie. If I don't do anything about Annie being late to work, I could lose my job as assistant manager. And that was pretty hard.
Okay, so just gonna go back and just talk about just kind of rephrase kind of what you said. So you worked at Target ever since you were in high school. So you worked there 5 years now.
Yeah.
Okay. And now you recently got a new position, which is an assistant manager. And going into this new position, you have new expectations, such as you have to check in employees and their times and how they clock in and stuff like that, right? Okay. Annie is one of your coworkers, and you just feel like a couple times she's been coming to work late, and that's been bothering you, correct? Okay. At first, before you did, both of you guys did have a good relationship.
Yes.
Okay. And you feel like since now you have this new position, you feel like you have to keep up with the work policies at work, right? Okay. You also talked about how you approached Annie about her being late to work.
Yes.
Okay. And you also tried to talk to your boyfriend, who's also the brother of Annie.
Yes.
And just for the risk of both of your jobs, you don't want her to lose her job, and you don't want to lose your job. And you also want to have a good standing relationship with her, and you also want her to have a good relationship with her mother as well. Is that what I'm hearing? Is there anything I might have missed, Kayla?
Say that Maddie's my the boss. Okay. Also, I heard you mention that you approached Annie about her being late and how you told her that you were going to tell the boss about it. And Annie kind of used the fact that you're dating her boyfriend as kind of a way to put you in between a rock and a hard place, essentially. And is that correct?
All right then. Just from what we heard from both sides today, before we kind of just move on, is there anything you feel like we missed or anything you guys want to talk about that came up since you guys both heard each other's sides?
I made it clear that, whenever you move into a job, they tell you that if you're sick or anything happens, or an emergency, call the police. So,
And I also want to make clear that I feel treated unfairly because I have been late to work too, but Maddie has also been late to work too.
So, Maddie, what I heard you say was that it's very important to be on time and because you are short of staff.
like every time you go into a job, they tell you that if you're going to be sick or anything, then you feel better. So that's the first thing.
And so what you're saying is that company policy is to call about emergencies, and you're saying Amy fails to do that.
Yes.
Okay. And Annie, you were saying how you felt unfair. That you're being untreated unfairly.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you. And I also want to point out that my relationship with Amy and her brother, that would be a different, topic than work. It should not be together. It should be separated.
So you want your boyfriend and work to be completely separate. You don't want your boyfriend to be involved into this.
I mean, I do. It's just,
You would like to talk about him, yes. You just not.
I messed up. Oh my god. Okay. Well, I meant to say that Annie shouldn't use, just because I'm her brother's girlfriend, she shouldn't use me saying that, oh no, I'm your boyfriend's sister, you should, not say anything about me, nothing like that, because that was like, so we should keep that separate because, that's bad when you are at work.
So just kind of to paraphrase what you're saying, you feel that your work life and your relationship life outside should be totally separate. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yes, and it should not be an excuse to use.
Okay, so from here, we heard both sides already, and now we are going to kind of brainstorm some solutions. Is that okay for us to move on to the next stage there?
Yep.
Okay. Is there a specific topic or topic in your conflict where you guys want to talk about first? Like you guys did mention let's see,
We can, yeah.
So we can see,
Just quick pause here.
Yeah.
Pause. So our last observer told us instead of going right onto the agenda, we should open up dialogue between
yeah,
the
it
two.
was like a whole different format from how you guys did it.
Really? The girl
Yeah.
who was watching us,
oh, did that one?
Tori, yeah.
yeah, she.
Yeah, she told us like how to go a different route, so it's kind of.
So we can stick with this route where we create an agenda.
And that's how we've done it.
That's what we've been like that.
Yeah, so
That's what we've been doing it.
I'm still confused about how Tori.
Yeah.
Yes.
because
How would you follow what
when I was
he's
doing?
doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah.
I was gonna just say, in my family mediation class, we learned the way that Tori was talking
Oh.
about. So this is kind of like, I don't know,
Maybe she was going off that a little bit.
yeah, maybe he just forgot.
Yeah, you didn't clarify.
Okay. Unpause.
Okay.
So, we were just gonna write that agenda.
Yeah, we are now, we are just trying to jot down some main key issues that you guys are, what a conference is about. And is there a specific topic you guys want us to touch on first? I noticed that you both kind of talked about, you guys both had expectations about work, and I'm just going to go off that. Who wants to start talking about what you guys feel about work expectations at work?
Go ahead. Expectations at work, I mean, it's for every single job. Usually, whenever you get a job, you should be there on time or early and ready to go and everything. I mean, yes, sometimes you're late and stuff like that. And like I said, I have been late. I have no excuses for some of my stuff, but I do have excuses for being late and stuff like that. But I guess my expectations are kind of confused because I'm getting in trouble for being late to work, and technically, Maddie is my boss because she's a little above me, but she's also being late to work, and she's not getting in trouble, so I'm not really sure how to go about that.
Okay, so Maddie, after hearing that from you, do you have anything to say?
Can we pause?
Yeah, go ahead.
You know, for like, did she call to let you know anything was late or not? No, for me.
Annie?
For Maggie. Did she call ahead?
Oh, no, she's just late.
Oh, okay. Just want to make sure, because I didn't want to say something that.
Okay, go ahead. Uh-oh.
Oh, I just got to charge it, yeah.
We'll pause. Pause. Pause.
I don't want to
You can make stuff up too.
Oh, no, it's over there. My bag. I was like,
Yeah, it's kind of made, I made the.
Yeah, that's fine. Go
Oh,
ahead.
okay.
You can make up whatever you want. Just make it this time.
Yeah, I'm not going to hear what you said. Okay.
I'm gonna reach over there.
Oh, no.
It won't.
Oh, man.
Okay.
Oh, you can make the laptop come closer again. And then we can just put it closer.
Yeah. Sorry, chair. Or table. Does he see all of this?
That's good enough. Yeah, perfect.
28 minutes in, you guys. Oh, wait, we kept Katie. What? Okay. Sorry. Sorry. That's my moment of it. Okay. We're done.
Play.
Okay, so Maddie, after hearing what Annie said about, she stated how you are also late. Do you want to kind of say something about that?
Yeah, I can talk about that. I am late, but that was just only like 1 or 2 times. I am not late like Annie. Yeah, I'm not late like Annie. Like she comes like mine is just like up to like at least less than 5 minutes, but she goes ranges from 5 to 25 minutes, and I actually make sure if I know that I was gonna be at least over 5 minutes, then I will call my boss. But I knew that it was only a couple minutes, so it didn't really have to matter. And yes, and Annie has been coming late for a couple times. I don't know how many times because I can't count, but yes.
so now that I hear both your work expectations, I'm just gonna go over what you said, Annie, first. I'm just gonna start off with Annie first. You feel that it's unfair that you, even if you're late, you also see that Maddie's late. So you feel that's an unfairness thing, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Do you feel like that could be a topic where you can expand more about on?
I mean, I can have that.
So what I'm kind of hearing is you don't feel that Maddie is providing a good role model for you in the workplace?
Yeah, I would say so, because I want to become an assistant manager someday. So if she's late, then why can't I be late?
Less than 5 minutes. That's only if you can come late less than 5 minutes, but you tend to like come late more than 5 minutes. So
But
that's
I
when you get stuff like that.
get the gist that if you're late, I can be late. So
Doesn't mean you keep that in mind, because that's not the way to keep that in mind. That if I can do something, you can, because you're still a regular worker and I'm a manager. So, and I'm trying to help you not to be late. That's why I'm letting you know.
I understand what you were saying, but I still don't get the gist of why I'm going to get in trouble for being late, but you're not going to be.
And I already said, guys, mine is only a couple minutes, and not like yours is over like 20 minutes or so. That's why I'm trying to say that if you come early, maybe a couple of minutes, then I wouldn't mind. But if you come more than 5 minutes and stuff, then I have to do something, and you've been doing it a couple times. So
I understand things, but isn't being late just late, no matter how much time it is?
yes, but then it's best to come early because we are short of staff and we need to be there. And if you know that you're gonna be late, you should be telling yourself to probably put your on earlier. So yes.
I can agree with that, but that could also go for you, so you're not late as well.
Yes, we will. We can comment on that. You guys hear that?
So, I think are you two agreeing that you will set your alarm clocks a little earlier to prevent being late?
Yes.
Yeah, maybe plan on like leaving the house earlier too.
But how are you gonna not be late? Like I noticed that you told us that you have like rides and company and stuff. So what I can do is help you pick you up. Or your brother can send you over.
Yeah, if I am late, because my car is still in the shop and I don't have rides for it, so I'm not sure. I have friends that will pick me up sometimes, but I can't really count on them to get 100% ready and to get me there in time.
So I'm hearing that might be concerns that you want to touch on later. Get having transportation. So I also heard Maddie express a few times that it's really important for the company to get a call if you're going to be more than 5 minutes late. Is there, how do you feel about that?
I understand that, because if they should know if I'm not going to be there or if something's going to work, I'm going to do that as well, to work with Annie, or Maddie.
So, okay.
To work and get there on time, just so I can be there ready to go, and as long as she can be there and ready to go too, so she's not late as well. And if she is going to be late, she can call her boss.
And also, like, if this is only for like a couple minutes, I think, like, 5 minutes,
because I'm only gonna be like 15, 5 minutes late, but I don't have to call or anything. Okay, but after that I should call. And we can both agree on that.
If you know that you're going to,
Okay.
then you have to call.
And you can agree on doing that too with your boss. So we can both be there in time.
But, yeah, we're going to do that combination.
Yeah.
So,
Otherwise we call.
Yeah.
I'm hearing that you guys both are agreeing that 1 to 5 minutes late will not be an issue, so I'm gonna just make a note of that in agreement.
Actually, you don't need to. Because we already said that we're going to do the car line class when we need more.
You can just say that add-on. to
Or
it.
you could just be more specific
Yeah,
about it.
just add on to the alarm clock one.
Okay,
So
so,
that could be
Mhm.
like, they agreed to set their alarm clocks so they could get to work on time, but it's okay.
later than 5
5
minutes.
minutes, then they have to call it.
If they know that they're going to be.
Are there other things that we can add to the agenda? I don't want to speak for you guys, so I'm going to let you tell me.
About my boyfriend. And I said it before, but about how work life and relationships are supposed to separate. And it can't be equal work. So. And communication. Pretty sure.
Yeah. Because you have a really good relationship with each other now, and you're at that same point right now.
Just give you guys a couple minutes to think of other things we added on the agenda.
Yeah.
I just want to kind of just ask some questions. So you guys both Annie, you feel unfair about the work and stuff, and you guys did have come to an agreement about getting to work on time and stuff. And and scratch that, I never said it.
You scratch that out.
Yeah.
So, okay, is there a topic that you guys would like to start with?
I think we did transportation, because that one could be free. We can get that one off, so should be 2 hours, I guess. Get it out of the way. And then go to the harder one, I guess. Okay. Is that okay with you? Okay, go ahead. Alright. As I said before, my car's in the shop, like, it's not a very good car. I'm 19 years old, just got out of high school, and I don't really have a lot of money right now, so I'm just working at Target, so I don't have a lot of money to fix my car. It's going to fix little by little, but it's still in the shop, so I ask friends to bring me to work when it's not in the shop. sometimes they back out and have to find another ride or something. And not sure how to go about it, or I guess I could ask maybe if I could call Maddie if I'm late, or if I need a ride, or I don't know.
So I hear you say that it's possible to maybe get a ride from Maddie.
If I'm in need
Okay.
of it.
Maddie, what are your thoughts on
I don't mind as long as she lets me know a day ahead. And she is usually like 5 to 20 minutes, but I would like it to be at least be ready by the door when she comes out, so we don't have to be late together when we walk into the store.
How are you doing?
Good.
Where are you at? Where are you at?
We're on our second when we change rooms.
Okay, good.
Yep.
Pause.
Come on, okay, good.
Yes, and well, she also has her brother also that she can kind of with. I don't know what he works, but he's on the other one. Ask him. And then let me know. I mean, I don't mind, but just be on time when I get there. That means I have to wake up extra early because of you, and I'm willing to sacrifice since you're my boyfriend's sister.
So I'm hearing if I don't have a ride in the day advance, if I let you know ahead of time, then you would be willing to. And I guess I can also offer that I can pay for gas money if you can pick me up.
I mean, you don't have to, but you're still okay.
Okay, I'm just saying if you would like to, you can ask for that because you're willing to take time out of your time to wake up early and pick me up. And I'm also willing to talk to my brother too about his schedule and see if a ride if I do need one, if I don't have my car. Yeah.
Is that an agreement, Tyler?
You.
Awesome.
Wait, I'm just kidding. I changed my mind.
No more rides for you.
So, for agreement, I'm writing Maddie will give Annie rides to work with a 24-hour notice, and she has to be ready at the door when she comes to pick her up. And Annie will also ask her brother, is this something that you're going to do each time you need someone to pick you up, or is it just going to be Maddie can't?
If Maddie's not able to do it, I will call my brother.
Okay.
Wait. So you're saying that your brother can be there every time?
No, not every time. It's just another option. Because you work with me, so it'd be easier because we can both get there at the same time. But if you're not available, I guess another option would be my brother. But he's probably not going to be, otherwise I'll have to call the friends.
Is that a word?
Then I'm calling in.
Good. Good to hear you say that. I got you there.
Then I'm calling in.
I think we can cross off transportation then.
Yep.
And what is the next topic that you would like to go into?
You can pick that one.
You can go into work and relationship separate. And you can talk about this.
Well, I don't really have like a big problem with it.
Oh,
so
okay.
so I want to hear your side of what the problem is.
The situation I have with that is that how you told me that since I'm your college girlfriend, I'll never tell you, and it's you lose your job. So I mean, I would like to keep that separate because I don't want to ruin the relationship between us and each other, and I don't want the reason why we break up because of that, and also everyone has a busy life, and no, actually no. And I don't know, you have to keep it separate because I feel like that's inappropriate when you say that to me in the job or anywhere, because just because, I'm your brother's girlfriend doesn't mean I will, say it or not, because I'm just doing my job. Because when we are at work, I'm a manager, I'm not your brother's girlfriend. Just wanted to make that clear.
So, and how do you feel about that?
So you're saying you would like to keep our professional work manners at work and not involve my brother at all? Is that correct?
Work manners, I mean,
Like the being late stuff instead of having.
like what?
You want to keep our professional stuff in the workplace, like being late.
No, not that, but saying that, just because I'm your brother's girlfriend, that you can't fire me because you're in a relationship with my brother.
So you want me to think that you is not at all dating my brother while we're at work? So we can be in a professional way?
Yes.
I can understand that, but I'm not going to agree to say I'm not going to tell my brother about this stuff. Like, I'm going to still talk to my brother about this stuff if I need to because he's my brother. And I will talk to him about it, but I won't say anything about that you won't tell on me as boss because you're dating my brother or his sister. But I won't agree on saying that I will not talk to him about it, but I'll agree on the other one.
So, Maddie, was your major concern, correct me if I'm wrong, you don't want Annie to bring her brother into things while you're at work? Is that the main issue here, or?
Yeah, not using him as an excuse to girlfriend, so you can't fire me because, I'm his sister.
Okay. Yeah, no, I can grade that. I don't know how to word it.
Okay.
I'm like thinking about it.
Right,
Yeah.
So, Annie, you agree to not bring up your brother at work at all? Or,
In like work situations.
To keep, just
you
to
won't
keep it
use
separate.
your relationship with your brother again?
Against the work. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's, cause if you do that, it's kind of like a thing, kind of like that.
Okay, right. So you won't use your relationship with your brother as a
I guess. I don't know.
I mean, like it's, I don't know. It's not really a threat, but then it's like,
I don't know how to word that.
it's like, oh, you can't fire me. Yeah, it's just like what I just said.
It is more negative, so.
Yeah, I don't think you want that in like a written agreement.
You won't like bring up your brother as an excuse in the work environment.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, I haven't really think about it. Like bring pride for the day. Okay. And this process is like you just have to think all the time.
Really
You have to
hard.
be like really into it.
Yeah.
work-related issues?
Yeah. You know, work and is confidential, so it's fine. As long as it's not during work and not in front of me.
I agree with that too.
Okay. Sounds good. So can we pass off the mediation?
Yep.
Alright, so the last thing on our agenda is the relationship between the two of you. What are your expectations and what are you guys hoping to get out of this mediation today?
Well, we've had a really good relationship, and I wish to be able to have that relationship outside of work to another friendship and being able to hang out with her without my brother being there.
I mean, I guess I want to feel comfortable, you know, telling you that you're late and, yeah, I want to tell you, you know, I want to like let you know that, you know, whenever you're late, you know, I'll let you know that, you know, if you do it again, whenever it's possible, but, I don't want to be worried about thinking about it because, you know, that's why I asked your brother to let you know not to be late and everything like that. And I did that because I didn't want to lose the relationship because I know that you are gonna be asking, you know, why does she keep wanting to, you know, fire me because, you know, I keep telling you about that you're late. It's not because of that. It's because of just wanting to, you know, it's work and it's important and we have responsibilities and like that. If you want to be a manager, you know, you gotta have a responsibility of yourself. You have to wait. So that's why I didn't want to ruin our relationship because, you know, just because I'm telling you that you know, you're late. And I don't want because I remember that you were upset about it and I feel like you didn't want to talk to me. So that's why I told your brother to tell me because, you know, it'd be more comfortable for you to talk to him. But I just didn't want you to take it the other way. That's why I didn't tell you not to, you know, say it again. That's my point. Okay. Sorry, it was like long for you.
I'm like processing it all right now. Like, okay, what do I say now?
I'm kind of thinking something like a different way to go about doing this.
Yeah, I don't
That's hard. So the relationship I'm assuming that you want to work on is friendship, is that correct? I understand that.
And being able to self-disclose myself without her being mad about it.
And me being able to tell her why I'm going to be like this without her not letting me tell you. So I guess communication, better openness to me and communication.
Do you think if we resolve the communication aspect that it would help
improve the relationship.
the relationship?
Yeah, like this.
If she stopped being you.
Needs to let me talk to you.
If she stopped being angry, then I would love to. We're gonna be at it again.
So
We did that, remember? We're gonna be at it.
what solution can you think of
My
to
solution.
better your communication?
My solution is I am able to touch her if she's not angry about it.
Talking in a calm manner without getting angry.
So I hear agreement that you both would like to talk to each other calmly. That's necessary for the communication.
Yeah.
Yes. And yeah, I want her to not be angry. And then I don't want her to be angry and try to blame me. She's always angry and I talk to her. And I don't want to ruin the relationship. And I don't want her to lose face.
So what I'm hearing is that you face
Sorry, honestly.
That just sounds so bad.
Sorry, I said it. That's correct.
Put that in the agreement.
Yeah.
So you both agree upon to value each other's expectations by communicating calmly to each other without want to use a stronger word. Oh, is that something we could agree on?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So, we agree upon to communicate.
But I'm just gonna keep
Yeah.
adding on. But
Yeah.
no, I mean like yeah, she gets angry, but when she gets angry, she doesn't listen. She walks away. So, how am I gonna do that? Cause yeah, and then like, you know, it's hard to when someone's mad and they don't want to listen, they walk away. You know, you can't do anything about the situation, but you can just stand there because you try torturing. Who's just gonna push you in.
So Annie, so when you're angry and when you're angry about something, what is something you usually do?
Well, as she said, sometimes I walk away when I talk to people when I'm angry. The only reason that I do that is because I feel like I'm not being listened to in my point of view. So I get mad and just avoid it at all costs. So maybe if I feel more listened to, I would be able to communicate more clearly in that manner.
How can I listen to you get angry all the time?
Maybe if I talk calmly, maybe you could ask questions, give me feedback.
But you run away after you're angry.
That's what I just said. If you can give me questions and I know you're listening, I won't run away.
Questions?
Yeah, like ask me questions. Yeah, like if I tell you something, say like paraphrasing or something. So I know you're listening, and then I feel listened to, and I won't run away.
So you want me to question you on why you're late?
Well, because you never give me time to explain why I'm late. So if you give me time to explain why I'm late, I won't get angry and storm off. I'll be able to explain why, and then we can have better understanding, and I won't be angry at you for getting mad at me for being late.
Yeah.
I can see what you're doing.
So I hear an agreement that Maddie will ask questions so that Annie can explain herself to the questions instead of
Not letting me explain why I'm late.
Okay.
And then I don't run away.
So I'm just going to read over these agreements and we can add to them if felt that not a lot of things have been covered. So you both agree to set your guys' alarms early and to leave your house early. You agree to calling into work if you're more than 5 minutes late. Maddie will give Annie rides to work with a 24-hour notice in advance. Annie will call her brother if Maddie is unavailable and her friends after that. And Annie won't bring up her brother as an excuse in the workplace. You both agree to communicate calmly and Maddie agrees that she will ask any questions about why she was late and give any chance to explain herself. Is there anything else that needs to be worked on? Do you?
I didn't hear the one where she will wake up early and you're like, if she'll be coming out.
Oh, yeah,
okay.
be outside
Yeah,
the
yeah.
door when you're there? Okay. Yes.
She's coming out.
I need to be outside on the driveway,
Yes,
ready to
yes.
go.
Yeah.
On the spot of the driveway.
I do not want to be late.
And the Ruby's agreement to relationship.
Yeah.
That's all? Okay.
Mhm.
Alright. Yep, well, here you can sign the agreement. Thank you for taking your time out of your
Here's my
day today.
agreement.
Thank you for being here today, and I hope you guys have a nice day.
Thank you.
Yes!
Done.
Good job, everyone.